Hello, this is Pretty Guardian, and today I'm bringing you an interview with the Grande Gaming channel. So, when this video was originally recorded, it was actually for his channel. I'm going to leave a link over to it in the description box below. But I thought that it was just fun content where we got to talk about our favorite genres in gaming, and I wanted to share it with you. So, without further ado, let's jump on in.
So I wanted to talk to you about your top three gaming genres and why. So what is your first favorite, like your number one genre that you like to play more than anything else?
I would probably say RPGs, um,
Okay.
games like Skyrim, Final Fantasy. I think Final Fantasy was the first one that really hooked me into gaming in general.
So is that
It was actually the first one. I can't remember if it was. I think it was on the Nintendo,
um
and it was the one where
yeah,
you would go through and you would pick out who you wanted in your party. And I don't even know what the storyline was, but I just thought it was the coolest game ever.
yeah, I can't remember either. I'm not like the biggest Final Fantasy fan, but I do love RPGs as well, especially the new Final Fantasy that just came out. I put a lot of time into that, a lot more than I probably should. But RPGs are absolutely amazing. I haven't put any time really in Skyrim though. I will say that. I know it's renowned. Everybody loves that
It
game.
is.
Yeah, I don't know why. I never got into it. It's on it's like on how many consoles or how many years. It's pretty ridiculous. So
Yeah, they're definitely milking that one dry, that's for sure.
they,
So,
they might do the PS5 too. Yes.
did you try it and just not like it, or where did it lose
No.
you?
No, so I have seen my buddy Jordan. He's played thousands of hours on it. He bought it on almost every console that it came on because he loves Skyrim. And I mean, because I felt I've watched so much of it, and I've seen all the funny mods and like I really love the Thomas the Train mod and the Macho Man mod. Those two are absolutely hilarious to me. But I felt that because I saw so much of it, I didn't really have to play it, I guess, because I was just, if I watch it and they're still experiencing it with someone, I don't have to put so much time into it compared to, actually just getting it by myself, sitting down, and then just getting completely immersed, which I know that's what that does, because you're like, oh, I just got
Oh,
this, well,
yeah.
this class, and I go over there, and I'm like, ugh. So that's probably the main reason why. I'll say that.
I think the thing that drew me in the most with Skyrim was the aesthetic of it. Like, I loved the stark mountains and all the ice and the snow everywhere. I thought it was a really beautiful game.
It was. I mean, it's not the last one. I believe was like 5 or 6 or whatever it was. I can't remember. It wasn't the biggest one, but
Right.
I think it was some of the more detailed ones, and that's what I think people really liked about it. And it drew in a bit. I think that's one of the bigger audience that's ever drawn in from the Elder Scrolls. Is it just for some reason everybody loved it? It's like some games like the first one or two don't really click, and then
That's true.
3 or 4 later everybody's like, oh, I gotta have that, and I believe that's what that one did. So
I think The
okay,
Witcher kind of had a similar experience where one and
absolutely.
two, I mean, they were both excellent games, but it was really the third one that blew up.
Yeah, nobody played The Witchers, and then all of a sudden the third one came out, and then a Netflix series comes out, and I was like,
Oh,
oh man, we just
yeah.
gotta keep doing this. Like, I think I mean, I think you hit the hammer on the nail. That's like completely understand. Like, it's so ridiculous how nobody knew what The Witcher was. And I mean, there weren't as many gamers back then as
That's
well,
true.
but still, I don't think there's a better example of a game that had prequels and just instantly just turned into an overnight success with the third one. So
Yes.
I will give you that. That was a very good point. Very good point. um, so my first genre, because you like RPGs, I love RPGs as well. But
Yeah.
I'd say my favorite one, I'd have to go first, is just action, any action game, just because I really like that John Rambo, kind of like I'm a tank and I can just kill everything, like the God of War series,
Oh, God
stuff
of
like
War
that.
is a good game.
I think the fourth one, then the one they made, is the best one it's ever been. I've never like that character development was really good, so it really got me in the feels. It was really good. But I just like to have a game where I just feel I can just take everything apart and not have too much story. I'm just like, whatever. I'm just gonna kill everything and just go get that kind of like mindless game, kind of like a Call of Duty, but
Yeah.
just get away from things.
Well, in a way, it's kind of empowering, like fighting these fantastic enemies and just doing whatever you want in the world, really.
Yeah, it is. I really like that. That's why I say I really like that, I guess, but that's nothing crazy. So what's your? There's nothing really crazy to it. So,
That's true.
But what's your second genre?
So I was kind of conflicted because it's going to sound kind of like the first one, but I feel like they're really separate still. MMORPGs. So
Okay.
the first one I ever played was, I think, Ultima Online back in
Wow, that's
like the
throwback.
90s. Yeah,
Whoa,
right.
that's throwback. You're taking me way back now. Okay.
But even, I don't know, today Elder Scrolls Online is the one I play the most of. And that one's really fun. I like that you have the multiplayer experience in there. You can do like PvP and group content and stuff like that. And then it still has that kind of narrative-rich experience that you would get from a single-player game.
Yeah, they have sometimes I feel a good balance. Ultima though is like the OG I feel, but
Yes, it is.
that's what I'm saying. That you're taking me back now, but the WoW series really, like when they started really getting into it. I tried getting into MMOs, and I don't know what it was. After World of Warcraft came out, and then all these like copycats came out, I just felt like it was
Yeah.
there was just so much in that genre. It was like, man, I don't know what's going on. And there was a lot of really bad games, and it
So
was
much
just like,
garbage. I agree.
yeah. I did play the Star Wars one though. I believe I was a what was I? God, I know it was
Hold
a Jedi.
hold up. Star Wars Galaxies or Star
Yeah, I
Wars The
think
Old Republic?
Not the Old Republic. It would be Galaxies.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was
Could-
a classic.
I mean, there are better Star Wars games than that, but that was the one I felt I put actual time into, and I was a bounty hunter. That's what it was. I was a bounty hunter. It was so long
That's
ago. I
awesome.
remember. But I mean, like, MMOs are fun. I really like the best part I think of an MMO is the fact that you and however many friends can get together and just go on an adventure and just start doing all sorts of quests and all sorts of crazy stuff. And that's nice because there's not a lot of games where like the lobby is like 3-4 people and then that's it.
Yeah.
But in MMO, you can just everybody gets online and like, all right, we're gonna go do this. We're gonna kill this guy. We're gonna get this, and I really enjoy that. So it's really nice. But it's like for me, it's just I don't know. I can't click as much. I guess I don't have that many friends.
Oh. I mean, I've had a lot of fun like making friends in those games too. Like if you're up against some really hard content, just grabbing somebody from the zone chat or something, or I don't know. I think it's part of the fun.
Well, it is the community, and I feel MMOs are some of the nicer communities that'll really bring you in, and they really like you. So I will give you that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I've ever had anybody that was any kind of a troll or anything really ridiculous when I played any MMO. I will say that. Everybody's very nice.
I think the game with the most trolls that I've ever played is League of Legends.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I find that hard to believe. So I just recently started League of Legends
Okay.
3 weeks ago. And I have some friends that's all they play. But I have not even ran into one person who trolls anybody except, well, maybe that's because they're the ones trolling. My friend Dawn, and she likes to, anytime anybody doesn't kill her or she kills them, she'll throw out a bunch of like laughing faces and stuff like that, and then run in circles. Okay, so that's probably what
I was gonna say, if I had $1 for every time I heard mid or feed, I would be a millionaire by now.
God, oh man. That game is. I didn't pay attention to trolls because, like I said, I'm new, so I'm just trying to like die and hold my lane. So
and
that's just me.
In League of Legends, that's everything. Not dying is like 90% of the battle right there.
When I'm obviously losing that 90%, so I'm not good at that game. So I'm not good at a lot of games, but I don't care. So my second, I would like to say, is actually fighting games. And I know that's a very small niche, like not a lot of people get into it, but I have always loved it. Ever since like Street Fighter 2 came out.
Mm-hmm. That was it for me too.
But yeah, it's a classic. I mean, I love that. My friend had Super. I'd go over his house and we would play, and he would just destroy me with Chun-Li every time. I was like, man, maybe if I try Gun, maybe if I try Block, nothing worked. So eventually I found Tekken, and then
Tekken.
that's where I excelled. Is I'm way better at like 3D fighting games like Soul Calibur and Tekken. Um, I can't play a lot of other fighting games, but I mean, like Smash Brothers. I love Smash Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I get destroyed by everyone, little kids, old people, everybody. I can't play Smash Brothers.
Oh.
I love it. I have 100 characters and I just lose. So
Smash Brothers, I think, is really cool because the stages that you fight on, there's usually mechanics involving those, as far as like where to jump and what to do and that sort of thing.
yeah, they are a little different, but like I said, it doesn't really matter for me because I just die. But I like the all the items, and then they put like the 8-player Smash, like, and then they have like 1,000 different characters now with all the DLC, and I picked up Cloud when he first came out years ago. But I
Have
really
you played the new Mortal Kombat game?
number 11, right?
Yeah.
No, and I hate to say that because I used to play Mortal Kombat back in the arcade when I was a kid.
Okay. Well,
And
I
then
played through it and I would highly recommend it. It is beautiful and cinematic, and the action is so good.
I know it is, and this is okay. So I'll give you the reason why. So 9 came out. I was all about that game. I played a ton of it. 10 came out. I was like, I got to get a collector's edition. I got one of the collector's editions, and then I was like, this game sucks. The story was great. I loved that it continued it, but it felt like injustice. It didn't feel like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, no, you're right about that.
Like, really? Okay. And then 11 came out. I was like, man, maybe you should get it. And I had literally just been sitting on, yeah, I should probably go get that game. And I'm like, Final Fantasy came out. Well, Resident Evil's coming out. And all this other stuff's coming out. I'm like, ugh.
Oh, yeah.
And then the worst part is they have the best DLC characters, hands down. And my favorite comic book character was put in there. They just put in Spawn. And I'm like, I have to get this game now. And then what's even worse, they just added a new pack of DLC on top of that. And
did they?
Yes, and I just saw the trailer. I was like, man, this is ridiculous because now they're adding another character from my childhood. They're putting RoboCop in this thing.
What? Oh, that's crazy.
If you haven't seen it, as soon as you get off this, go see it. I was like, really? Man, RoboCop? I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Okay.
I have to do it now. So
I have my homework for the afternoon.
Yeah,
I need to
go watch the trailer.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll probably get it so you already have it. So it'll be like $10 for the expansion whenever it comes out.
Cool.
Anyway, getting on a little tangent there. I love it. I really love when you just talk to somebody and you can just go and you guys just talk about games. Anyway.
Yes.
So what's your third genre you really like to put a lot of time into?
Okay. This is going to make me sound like such a filthy casual, but I'm going to put myself on blast anyway. My third, I would say, is like simulation type of games, like Sims, Animal Crossing,
Dude,
Farm Together.
Some games.
Okay, good. That's what I want to hear.
I feel bad about that.
You know what? I grew up in that era where like I was made fun of hardcore in middle school and high school for liking games, and now suddenly everybody loves games, and it's a totally different world.
Me and a few people on my channel have talked about how it used to be like that, and then I got the same flack, so don't worry. But because I am upset now that it's cool to be a gamer. I was like, man, I had to go through the trenches, so I don't even want to hear it. But the Sims games are awesome. I remember I played the first Sims when it first came out on PC. We'd hang out. I go to his house and we'd just take like a turn, like every 30 minutes, or just building a house and all sorts of stuff. We searched hours just to find out there was a cheat code, and then we're like, dude, we have infinite money, dude. We're gonna get the biggest house, and then we're gonna we got rid of the first floor, so we just had a floating house, and then we couldn't even they couldn't like repo anything of us. Oh, it was great. I love The Sims. I had a house that was like Superman, Goku, Joker, and Batman. I went all out.
That's awesome.
All out in it, so I absolutely love that. What's the other one? Black and White is another really good one as well. Did you never play Black and White?
Sims Black and White, or what was that?
It was just called Black and White, and it was like you make these deities,
Oh,
and then you just
yeah,
have people that follow the deities and stuff like that. It was
right.
a very different
Well,
cool.
and it kind of shows you like the moral dilemma of kind of how being evil almost makes it easier to manage your society, whereas being good, it's more challenging in a way.
Yeah, it's like the government today.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, you're not wrong. But those games, man, don't ever say that you're a casual when you play those. Those games, they change. They literally changed once all the simulation games came out. Like it was like a genre
That's
defining moment
true.
when the Sims came in. And then prior to that, it was, I mean, after the Zoo Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon, like you had all sorts.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. I would have never thought. It's not my top 3, man. I should have thought of that one.
Oh,
Well, I forgot how much time I've actually put into those games. Wow.
it's
Okay.
easy to lose track of time in them too.
I agree. And that's what used to suck me in. I'd play roller coaster, and my dad was like, "You going outside today?" And I look out, and it was like 6 o'clock. I was like, "There's no point now."
Yeah, right.
So, but man, yeah, don't ever feel like a casual. I only call people casuals when we're playing stuff like Bloodborne or Dark Souls, and you die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but other than that, I don't even care. Um,
I'm pretty
so
sure
for
that
me,
dying is part of the gameplay loop in Dark Souls.
yeah. So that's why it's fun. They say you get good or you're a casual. So
There you go.
and I was not very good at that. My buddy had to carry me a lot of the ways.
Oh,
Yeah, it's whatever. Like I said, I'm not good at a lot of games, only certain games. Um, now for my last one, my third one is actually racing games. I really love simulation. So Gran Turismo has always been a real big thing of mine. I mean, I don't have a wheel or anything like that, but growing up playing Gran Turismo was awesome. I absolutely loved it. And then I'd have Sega Rally, and I remember going to the arcade. I would just get on like Daytona just so I could get the full experience of this thing. Everybody behind me and just drive it. And
yeah.
I just lost myself. I love it. Especially the rally games, like when they started getting Dirt 2, I really enjoy those, and I just go off because I had a rally car. It was a cheap rally car, but it was a little Subaru, and I would take it out. So I guess that's why I kind of liked it. Little ridiculousness, nothing crazy.
I think that's part of the fun of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so I was playing I think it's the newest Forza game. And so I don't know, I'm not huge into the racing genre, but I was amazed like how detailed the cars are, how beautiful the courses are, the music. Like, that's a sick game.
Oh yeah, I think it's Horizons. I think so. It's like
Yeah.
Forza 8,
It is.
something like that. But no, Forza is a fun one because it's a very arcadey kind of feel though. It's not like Gran Turismo. But it's really fun. They put a lot of detail into it, and they put a lot of over compared to Gran Turismo. They put a lot of crash physics in there in terms of like how your car gets smashed up. So it's really cool.
Yeah.
I really like that, and I like the fact that in Forza you can actually hit each other and really just go and get off the course and just do ridiculous stuff, and then go back to the sim and just try to do a really good race. And I really like to just lose myself. I don't know why, but driving has always been really a fun genre for me to just try and get better. It's kind of like a fighting game to me. It's just me versus whoever's out there driving. It's not like me and the team. It's like if I do bad, it's my fault.
Right.
But if I do well, it's my fault. So
Yeah, so you can celebrate those little victories too.
one victory at a one lap at a time. So
Yeah.
well, anyway, Maggie, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to have this conversation with me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really impressed by kind of the breadth of games that you enjoy. So it's been fun talking to you.
All gamers are different, and that's the beauty of gamers. But we all have one similar passion, it is gaming. So
Yes.
maybe I'll have you on again in the future.
All right. Thank you so much.
If you'll have.
Of course.
All right. That's it for today's episode, guys. We'll check you out on the next episode of GG. Bye.
Bye.